completing the square. To complete the square, we need to make sure that our leading coefficient, which is in this location, is a 1. In this case, it is. Then we proceed after that. We get rid of the constant by doing the opposite. So I add 10 to both sides, and I add 10 here. That's going to give me x squared plus 6x is equal to 10. Then you get the b value. The b value is the coefficient of x. In this case, it's positive 6. You always get the value of b, okay? The value of b, you always half it and square it. The value that you get from there is going to be the value that's going to complete the square for the left-hand side. And so in this case, we got to continue. We got to enter the value of 6 divided by 2. That's going to be 3. 3 squared is 9. This is the value that we're going to have to add to both sides. So you add 9 to both sides. Now, this information that I have here on the left-hand side is critical because sometimes students forget how to factor, and that's what we're going to do right now, and we're going to use this value right here to help us factor. And I'll show you how that works right now. Write the equation together in a straight line, and we have x squared plus 6x plus 9 is equal to 19. Alright, so now this is a 9 right there. Okay, to be able to factor this without remembering how to factor, we simply write 2 parentheses and all we have to do is look at the 3 value. Allows me to write the 2 binomials that are the factors of x squared plus 6x plus 9. This is my perfect square. I write them together, and the reason I'm writing it together is because it's something's going to happen here. We're going to have a square there. Well, we want to reduce the amount of variables we have, and this is one way. Because right here, we can get rid of the square by taking the square root. The opposite of a square is a square root. So we end up with x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 19. Now, whenever you apply the square root on a number that doesn't have a variable, we need to indicate it. Okay. Now, what we need to do is we need to solve for it. So let me go ahead and write it up here. All we need to do is do one more step. We need to get rid of the 3, so we subtract 3. So my answer is x is equal to negative 3 plus or minus square root of 19. And that is the solution. Keep in mind that these are 2 solutions. One answer is negative 3 plus square root of 19, and the other answer is negative 3 minus square root of 19. If we wanted to find a decimal equivalence, then we would have to enter in the calculator and find out what square root of 19 would be. We would enter negative 3 plus square root of 19, press enter, then you get the decimal, negative 3 minus square root of 19, and enter that, and you get your decimal equivalence. In this case, this is an exact solution in this form.